I'm delighted to be here, and thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for inviting me today. As Steve said, last year we embarked with you as a partner on this project, and I have to pay some tribute there to both Steve, John Olcon, and Ian Story, who I have known for some time, Mel Chamberlain too. We've had a good relationship, I hope, with all of you over a period of time, and it was a very easy decision to come to in terms of partners we had, if you see what I mean. I've known Adam too from the past when I used to trek up to the moors from time to time, and it's very nice to be with people that you know, frankly, and I've known a few more from this morning, which is also very nice. And I want to say, and I'll come back to this in a minute, that at any time that you want to come down to the North Norfolk Railway, just feel absolutely free to do so. We're not all farmers down there. Some of us are actually not from there.
Surprise, surprise.
But you will always be welcome, at a moment's notice for that matter. But please do try and let us know, and I'll give you some names or whatever. I'm not always there, but I mean, when I can be there, I am. You'll be very, very welcome, and we can take you in to look at the engine in the sheds or whatever you want to do. Okay? Now, what are we going to do with this engine when it comes down? Which is, I like standards, frankly. I mean, I'm from Carmarthen. I actually looked, by the way, to see whether there were any 76s used to come into Carmarthen. Unfortunately, I can't find any that were shedded at Machynlleth and Aberystwyth. They had 73s, they had 75s, they had 78s, but I cannot find any 76s. But if anybody's got any ideas on that, please let me know, because I know that the standards used to frequently come into Carmarthen on both the Aberystwyth trains and on the Central Wales line trains occasionally. So I grew up with them basically, as well as the good old copper caps. And I do like the look of them, and I like the way they perform. We've also used them on the North Norfolk, and have always been pleased with what we've had. So it's nice to be having an engine like this down on the North Norfolk, and we're looking forward to running this engine out at our gala next March. As you probably know, we're going to do a purely standards gala. It's the first time, I believe, that has ever been done in preservation, to have a purely, I think, a purely standards gala. We'll have the 2 Britannias, we'll have the 9F Black Prince, we'll have a Class 2 standard, we'll have the 78019, we'll have a 4MT tank from Llangollen, and we're trying to get a Caprotti standard 5. So we'll have 6-7 engines out during that gala for 2 weekends in March. But the centrepiece, folks, will be 76084. That will be the star engine, and our plan at the moment is to have that running on a passenger train for the first time, where we invite all of you to come and ride on that train. You can ride around on it all day for that matter, and next day for that matter. And we'll put a dining car on the train, and it'll be the special train of the day. That's our plan, okay? I'm getting a bit nervous about it, and I'm sure you are. But I've been talking with Dave this morning, and Adam and various people, and I'm feeling much, much better now. I think, by the way, that if ever you need any help on the project, please, it's in our vested interest to have the engine ready, of course. So if you need anybody, I'm sure Ian McNally would be delighted to come back to his fatherland anyway. And Ian has promised he's going to sleep with the engine, so there's no problem there. I think you all know Ian Mack, do you? Or some of you know Ian Mack. So we're looking forward to this, really looking forward to it, believe me. And you are right, actually, Steve. We do try to think forward on engines. You can see that by the fact that the 8F is now sitting outside our premises, inside quite soon, John. And it won't take 15 years, don't worry about that. So we're delighted to have all the engines that come from your way down with us, including Ian's, George Stevenson. So please feel free, as I say, to be in touch with us at any time you want to come and look, come and ride, or whatever else. And I thank you very much for giving me a few minutes this morning to speak to you.